Yo guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, so this is my biggest project yet. So I'm going to make the entire Titanic full interior and exterior. So right now I'm going to be doing like parts for like decks and stuff. So like part one is gonna be D deck. So this is gonna be the entire D deck of Titanic, and let's just get straight into it. So if you don't know what the Titanic was, it was a ship built in 1912, and it's on its first trip. It hit an iceberg and sunk. But yeah, so this is the very front of the ship, which would be storage. But if we go through here, this is where the firemen would sleep, which were the guys that like shoveled coal into the boilers. Here's the stairs, and remember, I only built D deck, so I'm gonna build more down there and stuff. But yeah, here's some washrooms. Here is the third class open space or whatever it's called. It's just a big old open space or where the third class would go sit down and stuff. Here, alright, so here's the first class areas. So I also do have, if you see a sign on the door like this, it shows like people who lived inside the cabins. But yeah, so here's D1. But yeah, and then we have some service right here, and then we got some bathtubs. Whole bunch of rooms. So, these ones right here, you would have like a little, like, walkway right there. And yeah, this is what it looks like right here on the outside. So here is the reception room, and here's one of the elevators. So this is the first class boarding. Some of the first class would board through here. This is one of the gates. Here is the reception room. So this is just like maybe where they would like eat breakfast or something. I don't really know. Here is the grand staircase. So I have built a little bit of C deck, only a little bit though. If you want to see the purser's office, here it is. But anyway. So if we come back down here, it says some stuff right here. Here's some of that, and then this is one of my favorite rooms. This is the first class dining room. So if you've seen this in the movie, all the main characters would sit right here in the middle. But yeah, this place is very cool. I like it and stuff. And then if we go through this door right here, this leads to the galley, which is the kitchen. Here's some stuff right here. Oysters. So yeah, they did carry a bunch of coal, so that way they would like throw into the boiler rooms. Here is the vegetable preparing room. Yeah, nothing too like detailed or anything. Just a bunch of stuff, you know. Yeah, here right here would lead to the second class dining saloon. So right here you can see where the second class would eat and stuff. And here's their staircase. This would be an elevator right here. I haven't built it yet. If we go through here, this is the third class, or I mean, this is the second class, this is where they would sleep on, D deck. This would be their cabins. So here's D69, D63. Yeah, nothing too basic, or whatever. It'd still be better than, third class, definitely. If I do remember, yeah, this would be where, Beastly Mr. Lawrence would sleep. So, right here, the ship would start going inward. So the more you go down this hallway, the smaller like the hallways are gonna get and stuff in like the rooms. Bathtub. So yeah, right here, this is gonna be like a hatch room or whatever it's called. I forgot. B79. But yeah, if we go through here, this is one of their lavatories, which is called the bathroom. The toilets, this is what the toilets used to look like back in the day. If we go through here, this is the second class staircase. So this is O deck right here. So if we walk through here, we can find a bathtub. They only get 2 of these though, so this is O section, so there's different sections of like them on the ship. So let's go into here. So this is what the average third class room would look like, you know, very cramped. There was like 700 of them on the ship, so you'd be sleeping with a lot of people. Yeah. There'd be like some other, mostly be filled with like bunk beds and stuff. Here is this is where this room had a child in it. You can tell by the mist right there. But yeah, very cramped spaces. Yeah. This would be the very end of the ship right here at the stern. So if we head back, yeah, right here. So this would be the surgery room, I believe, and this would be the the weight room for surgery. So I forgot to show y'all something. Let me go back real quick. If it's yep. So this would be the hospital. So if we go through here, so the way you would get here is there would be a stairs leading up to the C deck hallway or whatever. So we got a bathtub right here. And yeah, we just got a bunch of like weight rooms or whatever. So yeah, got the infectious hospital. And then right here's the padded room in case anybody goes crazy. Yep, here's the galley or whatever. This is the yep. So this is the first and second class galley, and then this is the first class pantry place. And then over here is the second class pantry. There's a piano right here. So I tried making this as accurate as possible, but you know it's not gonna be all accurate. But I did use like deck plans and all that, but I don't like they're like black and white, so I can't tell what the color of like carpets are gonna be. But here's some of E deck if you want to see it. E26. Here's a lady working restaurant cashier. And then here's some elevators. So right here, this is where Margaret Brown lived on the Titanic. So she, if you don't know who that is, she got on a lifeboat and she encouraged women to row to go back and save people. Cause it was women and children only that got into the lifeboats first. So right here would lead to Scotland Road, which y'all build. And then down here would lead to like the pool and the Turkish baths. Here's the ladies' lavatory. And then the men's lavatory is right here. Nothing too special. But yeah, this has taken me a while, and yeah, I'll make sure to show y'all all the parts, yeah. So we're back here. So I'll just show y'all like the outside. So I'll give you a quick like run through of all these rooms right here. So I am working on C deck right now. But yeah, you'll get to see that soon. So if you're wondering, like these holes right here, these are gonna be where the funnels are. So like the funnels would like release steam from like the boiler rooms or whatever. It would release stuff. like smokestacks or whatever. Because it was a steam power ship, I think. I don't know. So there's two different staircases. So this is the one with like the well in it, where it would go all the way down, and then there's one with the one right here has the elevator. I have built multiple floors for this one, but yeah. And that's the end of this video. Bye bye.